Hello everyone. In this lecture, I'm just going to go through what I call the journey of an importer. Okay, so some of you guys out there go, okay, so what is all this importing? What's it all about? What's the procedure? What am I letting myself in for? Well, I'm going to go through a quick overview of what you're going to be going through in this course and how it all comes together. Okay, first off, you should have a plan. Plan out what you want to achieve from importing. Now, this can be quite a wide spectrum. I have friends who have two products that are really sell amazingly well. They literally just get those products in, they send them to a fulfillment center, and those products are shipped from the fulfillment center, and they make, I think it's like £10 per sale profit. So they're making like 10 sales per product each day. So they're making about £200 a day. That is what, like £5,000 a month. And that's all they want. That's great for them. That keeps their business as hands-off as they possibly can and still gets them a really great wage or living as well. So they can go off and travel and do whatever they want to do, and they're not tied to like multiple emails and a whole ton of stuff coming in and out all the time. They're really just like check their inventories, check their emails once a day, and then they can go and do what they want. Or on the complete other side of the spectrum, I have other friends who have business interests and products and all sorts going on all over the place all the time, and they live, eat, breathe the business. So have a plan on what you want to achieve and where you want to go, and set goals for how you're going to get there. That's the best way to start. I'm not a big fan of business plans. I think that's something for banks. Just as long as you have a plan or a timeline or a mind map or a whiteboard with big capital letters of where you want to be in 12 months time or 24 months time or something like that, that's your plan, that's what you're working towards, and you can go and get that without a doubt. Okay, our next phase is product research, probably the most important phase of the whole procedure. Product research is essential when you're starting out because you need to find a product that's selling well, and that can be put onto a marketplace and sold very quickly or pretty quickly. This is done through a whole technique that I use for product research, and I'll be showing you how to do that. We use third-party websites and software that helps us get the data and the metrics down, so we're able to see what products are moving extremely quickly on eBay and Amazon. Once we've got that data, we can then narrow it down and find products that we know that once we get them shipped over, we can put them on the marketplace and they'll sell quickly. Gone. And then we know that we can make money quickly and get started quicker. It's all about getting going, getting that money going, getting a continuous revenue going through your bank account, and basically building your confidence in this game. Okay, the next phase is looking for suppliers. Now, primarily, we're going to do this with Alibaba. Alibaba, I don't see a point of looking anywhere else really. Alibaba is the main man, and we'll go there. Alibaba provides you with a whole array of filters and that you can use to break down factories to their reputation. They have ratings on there like gold supplier. It shows how long they've been a gold supplier. So a factory that has gold supplier status has had to reach a certain criteria of good service, and you can see some factories have had it for like 10 plus years. So they are obviously of good reputation with Alibaba. Also, there's other things. Alibaba will go to factories and do on-site checks and make sure these guys are legitimate. There's a whole load of array of other things that you can use to make sure that your supplier that you're looking to do business with is reputable. And you need to do this. Researching suppliers is very important. Okay, the next thing is to make contact with your supplier and request a sample of your product. Okay, getting samples is a fine art. It's a lot of fun. It can be a good old haggle and a bit of a hustle there. Getting the samples from your suppliers is an important part. You want to see what you're going to invest your money into. Having samples shipped over can be quite expensive. but it's so worth it. It's something you can sell your samples once you get them and put them on eBay to recoup some of your costs, and yeah, that should at least break you even. Getting a sample, you'll be also, once the sample arrives, you'll be checking the quality of that. We'll move on to that in a second. But having samples from multiple suppliers, seeing what's out there and what's available is very important. And cataloguing those samples for later dates is also very important. Checking your samples. Once your sample arrives, check their quality and if they are as described. If you ask for a sample and it's in yellow and it shows up as purple, that's not what you asked for, and that could be an indication your factory is not really reliable. If it's made of cloth, is the stitching all right? Does it smell of cigarette smoke? If it does, then it means that the guys at the factory in China are smoking on the line. No one in the world wants to open up a package from Amazon and get a good old whiff of stale cigarette smoke. So it's all sorts of things like that. We'll be going into detail with check sheets on how you should check your samples and what you should be looking for throughout this course, and getting a good sample, good quality sample from a good factory is key, and will see you in good stead for the future. Okay, the next thing is to make your first order. Now, on most factories on Alibaba will come at you with a minimum order quantity, or a MOQ. Having an MOQ on a factory listing on Alibaba doesn't mean that much at all. You can haggle them down and get that MOQ broke down to a lot less than what it is. There's ways of doing this, and you really don't want to be, if the factory says that their MOQ is 1,000 pieces, then you don't really want to be ordering 1,000 pieces as your first order from a factory, because that's a lot, and it's also probably going to be quite a big investment as well. So we'll show you ways on how to get a factory to lower its MOQ and send you more, send you less products. You might have to pay more, but you will ultimately have more confidence in the product and the supplier as time goes on if you do it in bite-sized chunks as opposed to just ordering a huge shipment. Okay, the next stage is to sell your product. Sell your product and make your money, okay? Once you get your products and they're selling and you've got confidence in your product and you can see that it's selling, there will obviously be creases that need ironing out. You'll need to get confidence with your supplier, and eventually you'll be able to build out, get it onto Amazon eventually, and take it as big as you want to take it and sell to as many people as you possibly can. Okay, once you get to this stage, really it's about selling, it's about creating great listings and presenting your product in a very professional way. And it's something that I strongly believe in, that customers, if you are competing with someone and their product images aren't that great, or their description isn't that long, or they just really doesn't put that much effort into their product listing, you come out with professional images, you come out with a great looking description, you come out with all these graphics and making it presenting it in a very professional manner. You're the one that's going to get the sale. And even if your product might even be priced a little higher, you inspire confidence, whereas other listings don't. And believe me, I'd say 80% of listings on eBay and Amazon are not that great and are definitely beatable. And we will show you how to do this in this course. Okay, moving on to the last ones here. Listing your company on the stock exchange like NASDAQ, and your investor or your co-founder, you'll be able to sell your shares on NASDAQ and make millions and millions of pounds. Sounds far-fetched, but when you're selling your product, which in 5 or 6 different countries, then how is that far-fetched? You're going to have an audience of tens of millions of people, and you already know that your product's a hot seller. So these sort of things, yes, they're in the horizon, but they are a reality, and they're always things you should aim for if you want them. If it's part of your plan, your initial plan, then go get it. Go get it. You can do it. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.